If you want a luxurious 7-passenger vehicle that's comfortable and capable, you should take a look at the Land Rover Discovery. Hi, I'm Keith Barry. The Discovery is all new for 2017, and it looks a lot different than the 7-passenger SUV it replaces. The old Land Rover LR4 was boxy and truck-like, but this year's Discovery features a new unibody design, which means better handling. Plus, the new optional diesel engine has a lot to offer too. Yes, the new Discovery is showy, and no, it's definitely not fuel efficient, especially with a gas engine. But it might actually be a sensible choice if you need a lot of space and you also want to tow a boat or go off-roading. Despite that Land Rover badge, the new Discovery is also more affordable than you might think, and its base price starts just under $50,000. And that's a lot less than the Mercedes GLS, the Cadillac Escalade, or the upcoming Lincoln Navigator. Upscale features like leather seats, folding mirrors, and a panoramic glass roof are also standard, always, and so is all-wheel drive. So, can a luxury SUV also be a good value? Let's take a drive and find out. Unlike the Discovery's utilitarian predecessor, this new SUV is a lot more streamlined. But with its tall roof, its long hood, and its low beltline, I think it looks less like a rugged off-roader and more like a basketball shoe. But if you can get past those looks, you'll see that there's some real genius behind the Discovery's new design. That's because it's full of weight-saving materials. There's plenty of lightweight aluminum in the frame, and the tailgate is made from a durable composite. And unlike the body-on-frame LR4, the 2017 Discovery has a unibody construction. Now, some off-roading traditionalists might scoff, but the new design means the Discovery weighs about 800 pounds less than the old car, but the body is still stronger and stiffer. And it shows. On paved roads, the Discovery handles like a large sedan. Equipped with independent front and rear suspension, it's downright supple over bumps. Steering is relaxed, but even in tight corners at speed, this giant SUV is a lot more nimble than you'd expect. And it's quick, too. The standard engine is a 340 horsepower supercharged V6. Land Rover says it can do 0 to 60 in just 6.9 seconds. That is astounding for a car this size. But there is one major drawback, and that's that the gas engine only gets 16 miles a gallon city and 21 highway. But the Discovery I'm driving has a 254 horsepower 6-cylinder diesel. It's an all-new engine that's good for 21 miles a gallon in the city and 26 on the highway. And that isn't the diesel engine's only advantage. It's just as quiet as a gas engine, it has plenty of power, and as an added bonus, you get a lot of low-end torque. That means it's easier to get the car unstuck on tricky terrain or in the snow. No, we didn't come close to testing the limits of the Discovery's off-road prowess. But suffice it to say, it can handle a lot more than a little snow and mud. Land Rover says the Discovery has a ground clearance of 11.1 inches and that you can drive through nearly 3 feet of water. Now, that's a claim that many dedicated off-road enthusiasts have already put to the test. But even if you're not really into off-roading, you can still use the optional all-terrain progress control. It's kind of like cruise control from when you're not on a road. It automatically crawls over rocks, it goes down steep grades, it'll get you out of the snow, and all you have to do is steer. The car does the rest. For less adventurous treks, the optional Terrain Response 2 system will automatically adjust throttle speed, gear changes, and even the vehicle height to match whatever surface you're driving on. Or you can leave it on auto and let the car decide for itself. With a gasoline engine, the Discovery can tow up to 8,200 pounds. You can also order a tow hitch that works with Land Rover's trailer stability control, and that keeps the whole rig going in a straight line when you're on the highway. Optional Advanced Tow Assist can let you steer the trailer using the Terrain Response controller while displaying guidelines on the infotainment screen. It's really helpful when you're backing up a trailer. But let's face it, despite the brand's name, towing and going off-road aren't why most people buy a Land Rover. They want luxury and space, and for the most part, the new Discovery delivers. Equipped with an air suspension, it can lower itself closer to the ground for easy access. The second row has limousine-like levels of legroom and room for 2 car seats. And even the third row can fit 2 car seats. And most adults won't complain about the legroom, even if it is a little hard to get into. The Discovery I'm driving features power folding second and third rows, which can be folded down all at once or individually. It offers only 9.1 cubic feet of cargo space with all 3 rows up, but that grows to 45 cubic feet when you drop the third row and 82.7 cubic feet in total with all the seats down. Yes, that's a little bit bigger than the more affordable Audi Q7 and the Lexus GX 470, but it's also a lot less than a full-size Suburban or a Mercedes GLS. But none of the Discovery's competitors give you the option to fold the seats with buttons behind the tailgate, from the touchscreen up front, or remotely with an app on your phone. Just make sure all the seats are absolutely empty before you try and move them, or they'll just stay put for safety's sake. A stray toy or a buckled seatbelt is all it takes to keep a whole row of seats from folding. And the seats themselves are a little annoying. But the Discovery does have a ton of nooks and crannies to store stuff. You get 2 glove boxes, a bunch of hooks to hang groceries or hold onto a purse, chilled storage in the center console, up to 9 USB outlets, and a hidden storage compartment behind the climate controls that, oddly, does not have a USB port to charge your phone. I do like the tailgate shelf, which acts just like the bottom part of the split tailgate on the old LR4. Folded up, it keeps cargo from falling out the back. Fold it down, and it's a place to rest after a hike. And speaking of the great outdoors, you can order the Discovery with what Land Rover calls an activity key. It's this waterproof bracelet, and it unlocks the doors so you can leave your keys in the car while you go off and explore. What you can't get is Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which in my opinion is a pretty big omission on a luxury vehicle. And instead of simply just plugging in your phone or using the apps that you already know about, you have to learn the quirks of Land Rover's own infotainment system. And while the new setup is definitely better than the awful touchscreen on the old LR4, I still found it overly complex. And it also takes a while for the rear view camera to appear on the screen after you shift in reverse. That's a big deal on such a big car. Technology aside though, the Discovery offers a ton of options, as long as you order it the right way. Yes, the base SE is well equipped and its airy interior is full of wood and leather, but you can't order any active safety options, and it only comes with a gasoline engine. And good luck finding a new Discovery for that starting price of $49,990. That's because nearly every SE on dealer lots still comes with the optional 7-passenger seating and the capability package, which includes the terrain response too. Yes, those are good options to have, but realistically they mean that you should expect to pay around $54,000 for an entry-level Discovery. The next level up, the HSE, gives you a sunroof that opens rather than a fixed glass unit that comes standard on the base Discovery, LED headlights, parking assist, navigation, 20-inch wheels, and an upgraded sound system. Without any extras, it starts at around $57,000, and the diesel engine adds around $2,000 to the purchase price. The top-of-the-line HSE Luxury with a diesel engine that I'm driving costs $66,945, including the destination charge. It adds a standard electronic air suspension, 3-zone climate control, and an awesome 14-speaker sound system. You can even add luxury items like rear seat entertainment and active cruise control. But strangely, blind spot detection is still optional, even on the highest trim level. And it may end up costing you even more if you end up keeping the car for a while. Even though Land Rover's reliability ratings have dramatically increased over the past few years, the Discovery still only comes with a 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty. Even though it might not look as rugged as its predecessor, the 2017 Land Rover Discovery can still do things most other 7-passenger SUVs can't, and at a price that really might surprise you given how luxurious it is. A new design saves weight and gives you a better ride, and a new diesel engine gives a much-needed boost to fuel economy. The Discovery still isn't for everyone. Most big families will be perfectly happy in a well-equipped Chevy Suburban or even in a minivan like the Honda Odyssey. The Lexus GX and the Audi Q7 might not be as spacious, but they cost a lot less. And both the Cadillac Escalade and the Mercedes GLS have more presence than the Discovery. But if you need 3 comfortable rows of seats, plenty of room for cargo, and off-road and towing capability, there is literally nothing like this Land Rover. And to me, that makes this luxury SUV a good value. What do you think? Well, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. To read my full review of the 2017 Land Rover Discovery, head over to CarGurus.com. And if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.